So hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I want to talk about releasing the version of you had to become to survive. And a lot of times, a lot of us, and this is not for everyone, hopefully, prayerfully, you have been born into a beautiful family and you didn't have to learn lessons like everyone else did, or you didn't have to, go through much. I'm praying that you didn't. But for those of us who did, we are born into survival mode, meaning, you know, we we born into toxicity. Let's keep it real. We are born into it, and the only way for us to survive it is to become a version of ourselves that was in survival mode, and that's unfortunate, but it's the reality of things. But you have to come to a space or a place in your life where you have to say, I cannot blame it on my mother anymore. I cannot blame it on my father anymore. I cannot keep carrying things that happened to me in my childhood anymore onto this version of me that I want to become. I can't take old toxic relationships into new spaces, into new relationships. I can't take friends that we all were in survival mode just to get by into, places and spaces that I'm going, because where I'm going, toxicity does not have a home there anymore. And it's not that you don't love these people and you don't care for these people, because you do. And you praying for them and you want them to see, what you see. You want them to be ready on at the same time that you are ready, but the reality of it is they are not. In fact, some people will never come out of survival mode because they're comfortable there. That's what they know. They know how to survive, but you have come to a place where you like, I don't want to just survive. I want to live. I want to enjoy life. Yes, you may have been brought into toxicity or born into it, but it's not how your life have to end. It's not what your children, have to go through. In fact, you decided that you were going to break the generational curses with yourself, like that you protecting your kids, you're covering your kids, you're going to therapy for your kids, you're repenting for your kids, you changing your life, and you giving your life to God because of your kids. So there comes a times when that old version of you, that survival mode version, has to be set down. It has to die and die forever. And it could be heartbreaking because you're like, this is all I know. This is all I know. All I know is toxicity. This is all this is my life. But there comes a crossroad and you have to let it go. You have to let it go because God wants you to have a beautiful life. God wants you to tell your story, how you came from nothing and you made something out of nothing. But in order to do that, you have to let that version of yourself go. And it's crazy how you have attachments to things that are harmful to you, But you just realized, you said one day you was just like, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ready to let it go. And you have that conversation with God, or you have that conversation with yourself, or you can even have that conversation with the old version of yourself. But you set her or him down and they're gone. So you shedded the old dead skin and you're moving forward. And if you're doing that, don't have survival remorse, meaning because you couldn't take certain people with you, don't feel bad to the point where, you're like, I made it out. I know what it is to have peace now. I'm living a life. I'm having the family that I always wanted. I'm making the money that I always made. But you feel sorry because you have to let certain people, find their own path and make their own way. And like I said, a lot of people, some people won't come with you, but that's just, some people pick up their cross and some people don't. But I just don't want you to convert back to that old person, or, you know, go back to being comfortable where you worked so hard to get out of. So, and I guarantee you, like, you know, we think about people that we feel as though we're leaving behind, and it's just like you got to put them in God's hands and allow God to work on them. And you know, you're on different journeys in life, and they'll come around. And you know, like, prayer is something like, prayer really works, and those people will eventually come around because they'll see you and they're like, okay, I want to live a life too. And then, you know, there's that small percent that they won't. But I want you to focus on you. I want you to continue to build your relationship with God. I want you to let go of that version of you that you had to be to survive. You're not in survival mode anymore. You are blessed. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're blessed because we're so busy being back in survival mode, or that mind state, or that mindset that we have always been in. But you can relax. You can relax. You can breathe. You know, you've done, I think the goal is to be like, oh, I want to do better than my parents did. And you want your children to do better than what you did. But you have done so much. You're on your way. Your parents will be proud of you. Your parents will be very, extremely proud of you. You know, if they're here or if they're not here, they will be extremely proud of you. So, you know, just let that old version of yourself go. You don't belong there anymore. You don't even fit there anymore. You don't feel comfortable doing the same things that you've been doing. You don't feel comfortable doing the things that maybe you used to drink, or maybe you used to smoke, or maybe you used to, you know, like you like, this don't even excite me no more. Maybe you used to go out a lot. This stuff don't even excite me anymore. I want to travel. I want to, you know, go to different countries and learn different cultures. Like, you have to your mind is telling you it's time to let go. Your mind is trying to mature, but your body and your flesh is saying no. You know, it's fighting you. But who are you going to allow to win? Because if you are still in survival mode for the rest of your life, that's not living. That's not enjoying life. You know, and I just want to encourage you to just let that old version of you go. You're not in survival mode anymore. You can, it's okay. You can go outside of the box. You can do something that you've never done. Pick up a hobby that you've never done. Eat something that you've never eaten. Just do something different, you know. It's okay. And if you have to do it by yourself, okay, do it by yourself. But if you don't have to do it by yourself, hopefully you have at least one friend, or, you know, you're in a relationship, or you're married, and you guys can travel and just live life to the full capacity. You know, like, you're not that little girl or that little boy anymore. You're not that teen, or you're not in your early 20s anymore, to where you just like, okay, this was exciting to me. Your mind is trying to expand. God is trying to expand your horizons. And, you know, like, it's okay to change. It's okay to be different. It's okay to do things different. And that's what I'm learning. And I'm just letting it flow. Whatever, you know, whatever comes up, it just come up. Whatever I feel like doing, I'm just gonna do it. But I have learned to let that little girl in me that needs to be saved go. I saved her. I saved her. She's safe. Okay, she's safe and she's saved. Okay, and she's sanctified. Look, she all of that. You know. So, and your little boy or the little girl in you, it's okay. They're safe. You can release them and walk into adulthood and walk into the man or woman God is preparing you to be, and the life that God wants you to live. You've done the work and you're doing the work. So just relax and enjoy life as much as you can. Yes, work hard, grind, do whatever you need to do, but don't forget to enjoy life and get out of survival mode, because you're not there anymore. You're safe. I want you to know. I don't know who need to hear this, but I want you to know that you are safe. You are protecting you. You have came and rescued that little person that needed to be rescued. You did it already. So now it's time to be an adult, and, you know, you don't need rescuing. You don't need to be saved. You want to be like loving and accepted for yourself, you know. So with all that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you next video.